update for the 21st of October for the Quantity DB service. Quick look at S&P and at 61.8, which you can see it's there, right? Obviously that's the peak, and then that's the trough. That's 0 and that's 100. This is 61.8, and that's at 3,444. As suspected, it held, but we have to be a little bit careful because the retail are slightly going long over time. So it's just something to bear in mind. We've got an ascendant moving average. We are above monthly pivot, and November's pivot's a lot higher. We're actually above November's pivot, so that could be a support, a good support. If we continue to go sideways, we'll have that. 3,555 is your MR1. Okay, so if this comes up, this is going to hurt the USD, and that'll be good for our signals, and also hurt the yen as well because they're both safe havens. So let's quick look at that. Remember to look at your S&P chart and Dow Jones and stuff like that. AJ above 74.60, 74.13. Check your technicals. Quite a lot of green there. AU above 71.11 and below 70.126. We are a sell sideways. I think we're going to get that SLC, to be honest with you, because the dollar's weak today. EA above 16844 and 1672. We are a buy, and they're selling in heaps. So if we were to just look at that and then see what happened. So it goes in waves. They sold it in waves, so it comes up in waves. EU above 118.81. So that's likely 21 pips away. It's not too far. 118.13. We are a buy, and they sold it. Again, look at that. GU. A little bit of a wick here. 13031 and below 12906. We are a buy, and they're selling. We crossed the 50% line here. We crossed it from above, so we became a buy at that point. There. And you, oh look, we just took it out, I believe. Yeah, we did. We did it by 1 pip. So whether or not that size gets smaller, if it does get smaller, then we might see a retracement. If it gets larger, then we see continuation. Simply by the fact that whether or not they're taking the stops. So that looks, it's going to be an interesting one. Keep an eye on NU today, because that is actually a strong sell on the bubble, but the dollar is also a strong sell, like I said yesterday. But so there's going to be a big battle, and it looks like the USD is conceding, and it's getting beaten up by a lot of other currencies. So I think this might be alright. Check your technicals. Below 65.69. I'll just zoom out again and see we've broken the trend line. And your monthly pivot is 66.38. EJ. This is a signal to go long for us. 125.11 and 124.59. We are a buy. As you can see, they sold it. So up we go. Pound yen 137.32 and 136.23. Sideways, but we're a sell at the high level. Dollar yen. Now we've crossed monthly pivot, but we have crossed it many times this month. Up and down, and now we're finally going down. So what you want to be careful of is these lows. We might find some support on the lows. 105.01. So really on the round number. As I see below, it's just on the round number 105. And the one above is 105.75. And we are a sell. Dollar CAD. This just triggered the sell. So if you entered at the price signal, you would have been in profit. So don't forget to move your stop ahead of break even, just in case of reversal. So it's a good way to do things, and you know the bias. So if it does take you out at a small profit, you still know it's a sell. So if it comes up, you'll just sell it again. So above is 13122 and below is 13078. Check your signal, check your technicals. It's looking quite heavy, and it's a sell at a high level, and they went long, quite heavily long there, and so it's a mirror image. Dollar Swiss, another signal. Yeah, so I said I was going to wrap up the signals last night, but I did have a late night looking at the pairs, and I held on for the reason of the softer dollar. So I think we're going to get this SLC 90.40, 5 pips away. It's quite large, and the one above is 90.86. So I will wrap up the signals today, that's for sure. But it's been a huge relief because we were down a lot yesterday and we did come back. So just proof of the bubbles, really. So really happy. We are a sell. It's very heavily sell, but we have to be careful because we're at the extremes. So it might get that then bounce. So just be careful. Gold, one above 1925, one below 1868. So just a quick one, just a 6-minute video today. Good work on the signals, and if you held true to the bubbles, then you did well. So it's all good. And I guess I'll speak to you guys tomorrow, and I'll be hands off again today. I've got things to do. So yeah, speak to you guys tomorrow, and have a good one.